Did Todd Chrisley's oldest daughter, Lindsie, get a boob job? Her 674K followers on Instagram believe that may be the case after she put on a shockingly busty display a little less than a week ago. Admitting she was risking it to get the biscuit with her decision to post these photos, Lindsie leaves little to the imagination in surprising bikini-clad snaps. Bikini-clad Lindsie Chrisley flaunts boob job. Lindsie Chrisley's Instagram followers' jaws hit the floor when a very busty collection of photos appeared on their feed about 5 days ago. The photos featured Lindsie wearing a rib-textured creamy orange bikini top underneath a beige, long-sleeved button-up top. The long-sleeved top was completely unbuttoned, leaving her torso and navel exposed in the first photo. Likewise, one of the sleeves was pulled down off her shoulder, showing even more skin. In the first photo, Lindsie had one hand supporting her head as she tilted it to the side and gazed directly into the camera with a tiny gap between her lips. Parted down the middle, her wavy hair flowed over one eye and left the other completely exposed. Lindsie Chrisley had her other arm wrapped under her bust, likely to help squeeze them together to create more cleavage for the snap. Underneath her arm, thanks to the unbuttoned shirt, her navel was completely exposed too. The second photo featured Lindsie with a cowgirl hat with a large brim as she looked off to the side with her eyes nearly closed. She had a huge smile on her face, showing off her glossy lips and pearly whites. With one shoulder still exposed, she wrapped both arms tightly as she squeezes her barely covered chest tight. Sitting with her legs crossed under her in the third photo, Lindsie still had a smile on her face with her eyes closed as she looked off to the side. Her teeth were slightly less exposed, and she used one hand to pull the brim down on her hat to hide part of her face. Lindsie had her other hand placed on the floor in front of her as she leaned forward, giving Instagram a look down her orange creamy bikini top. The third photo also revealed Lindsie wasn't wearing any pants during this photo shoot. Her followers were shocked. This busty bikini-clad snap threw her followers for a loop, as they never expected her to post something so risque on her Instagram profile. While the topics Lindsie covered on her podcasts were questionably taking things too far sometimes, she wasn't typically one to most thirst traps on her profile. So fans weren't sure how to feel, and they questioned how Daddy would feel about this type of post. Most fans agree Lindsie would have never posted it if Todd wasn't behind bars and unable to see it. One horrified fan admits they were shocked, as they never thought the day would come when Lindsie posted such a trashy set of photos. Fans also discussed whether or not Lindsie Chrisley was flaunting a recent boob job. Comparing these photos to some older photos on her profile, fans noted she previously looked much more flat-chested in some of her older photos. So they aren't really sure where the sudden curvaceous breast came from.